listen.
Let us have a look at one of the most iconic and very first official UFO encounter and sighting of our time, the 1947 Kenneth Arnold UFO event. On June 24, 1947, Kenneth Arnold, a businessman and experienced pilot, was flying his small plane near Mount Rainier in Washington state. A few minutes before 3 p.m., at the altitude of 3 kilometers, he saw a bright flashing light similar to sunlight reflecting from a mirror. Afraid he might be dangerously close to another aircraft, Arnold scanned the skies around him, checked the radar, but all he could see was another plane to his left and behind him, about 15 miles away. About 30 seconds after seeing the first flash of light, Arnold saw a series of bright flashes in the distance off to his left, getting closer to him. The reflections came from some kind of flying objects. They flew in a long chain, and Arnold for a moment considered they might be a flock of geese or another birds, but quickly ruled out for a number of reasons, including the altitude, bright glint, and obviously very fast speed. He then thought it might be new type of jet being tested by the military or something, and started looking for a tail, and was surprised that he couldn't find any. Eventually, he saw a group of 9 strange objects flying in formation. They quickly approached Mount Rainier and then passed away. He said that he could see them on the edge when they seemed so thin and flat, they were practically invisible. Arnold said that the objects moved side to side, darting through the valleys and around the smaller mountain peaks. They would occasionally flip or bank on their edges in one unity as they turned or maneuvered all around, causing blindingly bright or mirror-like flashes of light. Arnold's sighting was not only significant because it was very first widely publicized UFO sighting in modern times, but also because of the incredible speed and maneuverability that he reported the objects had. In interviews with media, Arnold described the objects as moving like saucer, which led to the birth of the term flying saucer. The Kenneth Arnold UFO event had an impact on public's perception of UFO, and it influenced the will to talk about UFO sightings and investigations. With its combination of high-profile witnesses, strange and inexplicable sightings, and media attention, the Arnold sighting set the stage for decades of research and speculation, of course, and the debate about the existence of the UFOs and their potential implications for humanity. A week later, more of so-called UFO sightings have been announced across the state of Arizona. William Rhodes, inventor and amateur astronomer, was walking to his home workshop when he heard a whoosh sound that he believed to be from a propelled plane. Grabbing a camera, Rhodes snapped 2 photos. He noted that after the initial whoosh sound, the object was completely silent. Rhodes claimed that the object made 3 passes over his home before disappearing. Just like the Flight 105 UFO sightings occurred on July 4, 1947, when 3 crew members aboard a United Airlines flight reported seeing multiple unidentified objects in the skies over the Pacific Northwest. Or like the 8 Arnold-like objects photographed over Tulsa, Oklahoma on July 12, 1947. And most definitely, on July 8, 1947, the famous Roswell incident, which refers to a series of events that took place in Roswell, New Mexico. The incident involved the crash of an object that some people believed was extraterrestrial spacecraft, while others believed it was a military balloon. Of course, it didn't take long for the official institutions to step in. The Army Air Force formal public conclusion for Kenneth Arnold sighting was that the objects of the sighting were due to a mirage. Scientists give a version that it occurred because of the clouds of the snow blown from the mountains, not denying a version of experimental aircraft being tested by the US military. So whether you're a UFO enthusiast, a skeptic, or simply curious about one of the most intriguing events in modern history, something is happening. whether it is a simple weather-caused phenomena or some other things which has to be explained one way or another, because all of these UFO events lead to an attempt to unravel one of the greatest mysteries of our time. And I'll see you there when we'll be exploring all the given answers.
We've been able to explain them as hoaxes, as erroneously identified friendly aircraft, as meteorological or electronic phenomena, or as light aberrations. However, there have been a certain percentage of this volume of reports that have been made by credible observers of relatively incredible things.
Thanks for watching.